Is that a new cup? A new mug?
No,
I mean, a new
no,
thing?
no. Okay, no, it's not. No, it's not.
Are
It's
you
not.
sure?
Yes. You can come.
Yes, but come
Come.
on.
But I need to fix something anyway. Okay.
But it's still in the show.
I'm gonna act like I'm recording, so I'm gonna see if y'all can hear.
Okay.
So it is.
No, it's not.
I've never seen that one
No,
before.
but it's not new.
Oh, okay. So
No, it's not new.
that's just one that just was like deep in the cabinet, and you just wanted to switch it out, or deep into the.
We hear you knocking, but I don't think they can hear you knocking.
And we not letting you in.
Brandon, we can hear you knocking, but we can't hear anything if you're talking. I'm putting this in the show.
Right. If you talking, we can't hear you, baby.
Give us a thumbs up or something. Knock again.
Okay. So then there's that.
Okay.
But the cup.
No,
It's
not.
I'm gonna put. Hold on. First of all.
It's not new.
So
It's.
you don't gotta put it on the floor.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. It's not new. I feel like you don't believe me.
I don't.
It's not.
I don't. Y'all don't see her. She be having these cups, and she's a big fan of Awala. So first of all, if Awala is seeing this, I feel like you need to send my sis some new colors, because she's an avid fan, and
It's not a new. Okay, this lid.
Uh-huh.
So remember the yellow one that I have?
yes,
No, wait. Does this go to the yellow one? Damn. So the yellow bottle that I have,
Mm-hmm.
the lid it came with this, but this lid came on the yellow bottle, and I hated it.
Oh, so you just changed up the tops?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
See, it's not new. You just never see me carry this one
Yeah,
around.
I was like, that's a new one.
And because I already dropped it.
It's okay.
I have dropped all my water bottles except for my yellow one. Knock on wood. That is not wood.
It's
I don't fucking know, child. Okay.
that's
Anyway,
fair.
Yeah, we can just go ahead and
Yep.
just get into the show.
Get into it.
Yay. Hey guys.
Hey everyone.
What is happening?
What it do, baby?
I'm your girl Sierra T.
And I'm your girl Sherelle B.
And this is Headwraps and Lipsticks, the
Where
podcast.
we wrap the culture up in color.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Episode 26. I believe so.
Yeah.
Yes. We are coming to you a year older.
Actually,
I'm not doing
I feel
I'm
like
not,
it's-
No, I'm not doing
I
this
feel
with
like it's
you.
25.
We're going to find out right goddamn now. It's episode 26.
Okay, so see, look at me.
Yes, episode 26.
I'm the one not prepared.
Yes. We're coming to you a year older.
Yes.
Shout out to Carlton.
Yeah.
You sent us some money on the Cash apps. Look at
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Carlton.
Thank you very much.
Much appreciated.
For reals.
Showing us mad love with the kidnash.
For reals.
I said, sis, check the email. I think somebody sent us some money.
And I was like,
I know.
I was like, I don't know about this. My trust issues haven't gone anywhere. A year older, trust issues right where they at.
I was like, I think somebody sent us some cash.
And you sure did. So
Yes.
shout outs to you, Carlton. Thank you so much.
Yes.
It's very much appreciated for reals.
And thank you all for all the birthday well wishes and love.
For reals.
We greatly, greatly appreciate it.
For show.
Now,
For show.
we don't have a long episode today.
No. I think we kind of like the last two episodes.
Yeah, well, I know we cussed y'all out. But y'all left a lot of comments on that episode.
And
though.
so that y'all listening.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
No, you know what? Okay, wait. I'll say that for the end of the show. But we do have a review.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Absolutely.
Yeah.
For show.
For sure we do. Anyway, sis, what can't you wrap your head around?
I can't wrap my head around last minute RSVPs. I just don't understand.
Damn. That's what you're dealing with this week?
That is what I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
Everything has been set, for the most part, give or take. Now I got to figure out where to put two people.
Damn.
Now I do have two seats available, but they're at different tables.
You know what? Sometimes that's what happens when you don't RSV in time.
But these are
RSVP.
like they're a couple. So it's like,
And sometimes, right, when you don't RSVP in time, you don't get to sit with your partner because you didn't do what?
RSVP. Like, I wouldn't be upset if it was like the day after the RSVP deadline, but we're going on like 3 weeks now.
Right.
So now I got to figure this out. And
I don't know. I thought we just solved the problem.
it's, if I didn't have, I have to move a few other people around because I'm like, there's 2 people in particular. I just kind of feel like the table that they're at, I'm like, this kind of wrong. Like, why I put them there? Like,
Okay.
they, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't go.
Right.
And then I also realized that I have a friend who I don't even know how this happened, but she was not in the number, and I need her at the table.
Yeah.
So, but I don't understand why I just don't understand why it's so hard for people to just RSVP. I really don't. Like, we're all adults here.
Yes, we are.
And I just really feel like people just need to be held accountable. So I'm doing the best I can. But being that September 1st is like in a couple of days,
Yeah.
I don't have time for this. Like,
Listen, she made me RSVP, and I'm in the wedding.
correct.
So
I needed everybody accounted for in the party or not. I need everybody accounted for. I even made my parents RSVP, okay?
see,
They're not safe.
See?
All right?
so I'm just saying, if you can't find a spot, with
I
them,
made
with
my
two,
grandmother RSVP
I'm just saying.
because there was one elder that I said, oh, snap.
Damn. See?
I was like,
Yeah.
and I had to rearrange like a whole,
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just really what I can't wrap my head around. So like for all my future, I don't even care if you're like, you don't have to be, this doesn't have to be a wedding. It could be a gala, a birthday party. If somebody asks you to RSVP by a certain date,
Yeah.
do it. It's like, it's not, this isn't about you. It's about them because your lack of preparedness makes things chaotic for the host. Okay? Your hardest job is to show up on time. So the least you can do is RSVP when I tell you to.
Yeah, to RSVP this late in the game is crazy to me. It's actually, yeah,
It's like,
yeah. It's
how
kinda
dare
wild.
you?
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
So, and then it was like, oh, well, you can accommodate them. Can I? I'm like, don't say anything to them until
Right.
I give you the green light. Because
Right.
it might be like, hey, I'm being very, very serious.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what to do here, bye.
What, I don't know what to tell you, dog.
Yeah, you know what I'm
If we
saying?
would have
There,
sent it
bye.
on time, we wouldn't have had this issue.
Hey, got the invitation hold 2 months ago. What's
Nah,
taking you so
no.
goddamn long
Like,
here, there,
come on,
boy?
man. Listen, I'm just saying. 'Cause
Getting
I
ready
definitely
for it.
harassed my mom. Did you get the invitation yet?
Correct.
Did you get it yet? So, I don't
Okay.
know. I don't know. I don't know
Do
what to
your
tell you.
due diligence and help us out.
Yeah.
I don't know why I just did that. Anyway,
Yeah.
I was listening to Chris Stapleton earlier. So
The white
oh yeah,
guy,
Chris Stapleton.
the
is-
singer,
the country singer.
Ooh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Ooh, what
Yeah.
was that? Yeah.
Brandon is a big fan, so he kind of put me on,
Okay.
and I get it.
Y'all going to a Chris Stapleton concert?
I'm not gonna front. I wouldn't mind it.
Period.
I wouldn't mind it, and I don't want to hear anybody else sing the national anthem but him. If it's not him, I don't want to hear it.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Like really, I was like,
Period.
if he's not available,
Yeah.
just play a interlude to keep moving.
Damn.
Cause he really, I never like he. What did he sing it? Not this past Super Bowl, the Super Bowl before that, and I was like, wow, maybe I am an American.
You know, yeah. I can feel that.
You feel me?
I do
Like,
feel that.
You know, wasn't Whitney Houston, but it was right.
I mean, for real, it should really just be Whitney Houston on a repeat every time at every event, as far as I'm concerned.
No, we can add Chris Stapleton. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
We can add him.
I probably saw it, but I don't really remember. So,
Iconic.
shout out to you, Chris.
But anyway, what can't you wrap your head around?
There are a lot of things that happened to me this past weekend. You know, I went to Florida to visit my mom and my brother and my nephew, and I had a fantastic time. Right now, I was telling my sister when I got here, because my mom flexed on me and got my nails done.
Period.
And I don't really know how I'm going to move forward in life after this, because I was telling sis, like, this is not in the budget. But I'm
gonna get her
actually
there.
obsessed with this. Like, I get why you all like, exactly. I get why the girls are like, yes, we be doing.
Exactly.
I get it. I get it now.
Yeah.
I get it now, you know? And I'm just like, I'm afraid, because, you know, I don't have time for a new obsession. Like, I'm dealing with books right now. So my book.
But think about how much better your books are gonna look when you turn the pages with a fresh set.
Damn.
With a fill in.
Sis, you might have eaten with that. You
You
might
know
have
what I
ate
mean?
with that.
When you pick the book up from the shelf, it's like, oh.
I posted a video today and I was like, this was me. So
Exactly.
I was like, oh my God.
I have so many nail techs that I'll be sending her their the profiles.
I cannot. I don't know how I'm going to move forward.
You're gonna be just fine. Welcome, goddammit.
I can't afford this.
Welcome, goddammit.
My book budget money is going to be depleted.
So you can do things. Okay, so this is how you do a nail budget. This is how you
Okay.
do nail budget.
Come on, yes.
So obviously, this is your birthday nails.
Yes.
Cool. So you got to think about when's the next time that I need to have elaborate nails.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So when you get a fill-in, it's like, okay, I'm just getting a regular fill-in. Maybe you just get just acrylic. You don't have to get a color or French. You just get regular acrylic. This way it's just basic, but your nails are done.
So this is pink and white acrylic together.
Yeah, no, we don't need that. You
And
just
she
need
put
these,
chrome, polish and put chrome stuff over it and put these little.
just a little brush. It looked like a makeup brush and did
Yeah,
that. So you could just get either pink acrylic, which is always my go-to, or you can get just white acrylic, just regular.
Just like.
When I say I get the most compliments on my nails when I just have acrylic. I'll be like, oh my God, what color is that? I'm like, it's just the acrylic.
So, but you just get pink acrylic?
Sometimes I'll just get white.
So, if I was to go get it filled, I'll be like, can you fill it with pink acrylic?
Yeah, I just want pink.
Interesting.
Yup. That's how you get it. Because you start adding stuff like the chrome, that's how things add up. So I just want to fill in. I just want a regular fill in with just acrylic. And if, of course, if you just want a color over it, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if you just want a nice crisp, my nails are done, that's the go-to. Get acrylic.
I have been out of this circle since college. So I'm like, okay, now what?
I have so many. I literally have nail techs in my mind. Oh, I'm gonna send her this girl.
Oh my God.
I go to my nail tech. Shout out to not right now, but it's okay. I'll see her in a week. Shout out to Luxurious, but there's some other nail techs that I do follow, some of their inspiration, and just if my nail tech's not available, maybe I'll go to her.
Right. Wow. Okay. Noted.
But that's how you do the budget. So it's okay, for a next major event, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Sorry.
Ma'am.
A next major event, all right, I'll do it up. But if it's for the next couple weeks, I just need something to get me by.
Okay. And so, one more question. How many? This is so ridiculous.
Oh my God, I'm so mad Simone's not here. Simone
How
would
many
be so...
fills on a set? How many fills do you get? You just get one fill and then you take them off?
No, at least two. I say 3.
Oh.
Yeah, but it all depends on the materials that your nail tech is using.
Okay, gotcha.
If your nail tech is using cheap acrylic, you might only be able to do 2. But 3. And then also look at how much your nails have grown underneath your nails.
Okay. Noted.
You know what I'm saying? If your nails grow back super fast, I would just do 2.
Yeah.
But you can make it with 3.
Okay. Whew. Here we go. Anyway, that's what I can't wrap my head around. Is that I can't. How's the budget going to work for this?
It's going to be just fine.
I do love it. But
welcome.
Thanks so much for having me.
I love this.
Thank you, Mom, for this.
Did your mom get her nails done too?
Oh, yeah. She took me to her people. They hooked me up, man.
See?
It was Asians in there speaking Spanish. It was a wild time,
Oh, we go to the black girls.
Yeah.
Oh, so even better. Even better. Because the girl's going to be like, actually, let's do this, that, and that.
And listen, I want her to be creative. I was like, I don't know what I want. My mom was like, I'm taking you to get your nails done. And she was like, what you want? I'm like, I don't know, girl. I ain't done this in a long time.
I'm going to be sending her.
Yeah.
So before I was sending her slime, dog videos, now it would be nail inspiration.
I would much more prefer nail videos than you ever send me a slime video ever again.
So you can look at her nails when she plays with the slime.
I don't want to see it, and I don't want to hear it. Okay, I think I too am on the spectrum. All right, and for me, it's sound things. And you keep sending me fucking slime videos, and it makes me cringe.
It's so pretty.
Yeah, that's fine, but it sounds horrible.
I made my dad watch slime videos with me. I don't think he realized it was happening. I was just like, oh, look at this, and he was like,
Right.
He was like, what is that?
Exactly.
He was like, is that cereal? I said, no, this is the trail mix. Because it's the one of the girls I follow, she's doing a camping series. So there's one called Sleeping Bag, Trail Mix, things like that. And it actually did look like cereal, but it was a trail mix slime. So cool.
I don't like it. Yeah.
So cool.
I don't like the way it looks, the way it pulls. Ooh, okay, let's move forward. Let's move forward.
All right. Here we go.
Here we go, one more time. Everybody's feeling fine. Here we go.
Yes, here we go. NSYNC has got the flow. Wow, we dated ourselves.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh,
Y'all probably wasn't expecting that from us. Yeah, buddy.
I don't know why. You know we are valid NSYNC fans
Oh,
here.
for sure.
It's not
For sure.
no shade to Backstreet Boys, but
Yeah, no, a little bit.
NSYNC came and just was like,
Yeah.
pushed them to the back door. But anyway, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we got some political stuff. Like we said, not a long list, but there's some things that we need to inform you on.
For sure.
Sis, you got the, oh wait, no, hold on. You did send it to me. You got the, wait, yeah, that's right.
I have the video of the commercial.
No, it's about this one. Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So the Republicans are shook of Kamala Harris on her way to the White House, or back into the White House, because she's there right now. And they're trying to cite a certain law that may prohibit her from running for president. And it's called the Dred Scott Supreme Court decision. This is craziness.
Insane.
Sis was reading it to me and I was like,
What WTF?
right. So we're going to read this. This is coming from the Independent. Here we go. The National Federation of Republican Assemblies has cited the infamous 1857 Dred Scott Supreme Court decision, which stated that enslaved people weren't citizens, to argue that Vice President Kamala Harris is ineligible to run for president according to the Constitution. This same Republican group also challenged the right for Vivek Ramaswamy and Nikki Haley to appear on the Republican primary ballots. The group's platform and policy document noted that the constitutional qualifications of presidential eligibility states that no person except a natural-born citizen shall be eligible, or a citizen of the United States at the time of adoption of this constitution shall be eligible to the office of president. The same document included former President Trump's running mate, Senator J.D. Vance, on a list of preferred candidates for vice president.
Goddamn mess. It was a goddamn mess.
This is craziness. So the group, which adopted the document during their last national convention, which was held in October, goes on to argue in the document that a natural-born citizen has to be born in the U.S. to parents who are citizens when the child is born, pointing to the thinking, wait, this is the decision of Supreme Court Justices Scalia and Clarence Thomas.
I'm not surprised. Are you?
I'm not. And
I'm not surprised.
this is crazy. So, like, hold on. I'm going to just read these last two. The group then cites 6 cases, including Dred Scott versus Stanford. The 1857 ruling came a few years before the 1861 outbreak of the Civil War over the issue of slavery, stating that enslaved people could not be citizens, meaning that they couldn't expect to receive any protection from the courts or the federal government. The ruling also said that Congress did not have the power to ban slavery from a federal territory. So this same platform, the NFRA document, argued that several states, candidates, and major political parties have ignored this fundamental presidential qualification, including Haley, Ramaswamy, and Kamala Harris, whose parents were not American citizens at the time of their birth. Basically, long story short, if you're not white, you're not right. It's pretty plain and simple. They also endorsed Trump during their October convention. The group's president, Alex Johnson, said in a statement that the media suggestion that referencing a court case in a 30-plus page document equates to endorsing any aspect of the case is inherently dishonest and misleading. We firmly believe that the documents that the faux Democrat.
What?
We firmly believe that faux Democrat Ms. Harris should never hold office for any of the many reasons people choose to highlight, including her party's tactics on dividing people by race and class, which mirror those, wait for it, that have led nations like Venezuela, Cuba, and North Korea into totalitarian regimens. These policies have historically resulted in widespread suffering, economic collapse, and the erosion of individual freedoms. The Democrat Party preys on the ignorance of voters.
I know you fucking lying. There is no party that's way more divisive than the Republican Party right now. And everything that was just mentioned in them last couple of statements is literally who the Republican Party is. It's what they represent. And the irony is a ton, because this bill that they're trying to, or law that they're trying to pass, is literally a divisive and hateful bill.
Think about this. I think this is amazing. So their interpretation of the Constitution would have made several U.S. presidents ineligible to hold office, including George Washington, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, and James Madison. Their parents were born in what was then the British colonies in what would have later become the United States, meaning that these commanders, or the founding fathers in chief, would not meet the strict standards of the NFRA.
So I looked up to see, because I don't know much about this case, but I wanted to see like how it kind of turned out. So it says the decision involved the case of Dred Scott, an enslaved black man whose owners had taken him from Missouri, a slaveholding state, into Illinois and the Wisconsin territory where slavery was illegal. When his owners later brought him back to Missouri, Scott sued for his freedom and claimed that because he had been taken into free U.S. territory, he had automatically been freed and was legally no longer a slave. Scott sued first in Missouri State Court, which ruled that he was still a slave under its law. He then sued the U.S. Federal Court, which ruled against him by deciding that it had to apply Missouri law to the case. He then appealed to the U.S. Supreme Court. And in March 1857, the Supreme Court issued a 7-2 decision against Scott. So, first of all, they did an entirely roundabout way to Dred Scott.
Right.
Which is fucking horrible. Like, y'all took, that man is out of the state. He is no longer a slave, but listen, it's 1857.
Right.
Understand. This, however, on the other hand, is egregious. And lets me know that the Republicans are spiraling and grasping at anything they can. They're throwing anything at the wall to see if it will stick.
Yeah.
And I can't even imagine someone passing this. But I don't, you know what I'm saying?
So this, let's be clear. So it's not the actual Republican Party. This is a Republican led group, almost like the Heritage Foundation with the Project 2025.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like now they have like Republicans for Kamala Harris. Like it's not technically an official Republican group. It's just Republican led, or a PAC, a Political Action Committee. Yeah. And that's really what this is. So it's not like, you know what? I'm not even going to quote that because I don't know. But what this article is not saying is like, Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, all those people are like getting together with these people like, actually, let's do that. That's not what's happening here. But this group is literally saying that Kamala Harris, because her father is Jamaican and her mother is Indian, that she is not eligible to be president of the United States. When probably would be the same for Donald Trump, because he claimed his father was German?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not from here?
Okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah. That doesn't make any sense.
But of course they're only doing it to Black and brown people. That's what it will mean the most.
I find it hilarious that they were actually against Vivek Ramaswamy and Nikki Haley. Especially Vivek.
I don't.
It shouldn't be shocking to me, but I just find that to be hilarious because I wonder if he knows that. That's my thing. That's my thing when it comes to persons of color who are Republican extremists. Like, they don't even want you there. They don't even want you there. And you sitting here talking about, USA. They don't even want you here.
Listen.
Them same people are like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Not that you weren't born here, but your people weren't born here. So, got to keep the White House white as it is.
That's crazy as hell.
You know what I mean?
And they told Vivek to his face that they wasn't going to vote for him.
But he still showed up at the RNC. Then he showed up at the DNC trying to cause a ruckus. Dude,
Did he really?
Yes. Tried to cause a ruckus. A couple of pro-Palestinian protesters approached him, and he even still kind of spun the block with that. I'm an American. Like, are you?
Are you though?
Child.
This is a hot mess.
This is wild, and I mean, I don't think that anything would come out of this. I really don't. It's like, if that's how you feel, and the National Federation of Republican Assemblies, like, just say KKK.
Right.
That's what it sounds like to me. It's just a group of
yeah.
racists.
Yeah.
Oh my
there's probably
God.
some coons on the board.
You know what?
We just learned that Clarence Thomas was one of them that was behind it.
That is the
that's
problem.
the ultimate coon right there.
I don't.
Mhm.
I don't understand it.
Yeah.
I don't understand
That's
that.
the ultimate
I really
coon.
don't.
Yeah.
I really do think that, like, we're all not here forever.
Right.
But
sure.
when that man goes,
Oh, he's going to hell.
I want his brain examined. No, for real. Like, I would actually I hope that he donates his brain to science.
I don't know if it's just a brain thing. That, you know how, like, you be watching the movies and they, like, go and interview the killers
Yeah.
who be, like, doing life. It needs to be one of those things. Somebody needs to sit down and talk to that man and ask him why he hates himself so much.
But I think that would only be answered with brain examination. I don't there's something going on.
Like, can brain examination tell you, like, why you would hate yourself? So, like, someone.
It has to be some type of psychological, neurological disadvantage. It has to be. Because think about, unfortunately, people that may, self-harm. Mm-hmm. There's doctors have said that that's, that it's some type of neurological thing that goes on that makes somebody want to self-harm themselves. So I'm assuming that it would be the same to just have that type of self-hatred. And, like, some of the quotes that Clarence Thomas has said over the years in his career is just like, what? Like, look at...
He's darker than both of us.
You are a black man. Like, what is wrong with you? I don't know. I don't know.
You know what? If you are, like, a neurologist or something, or, like, you study, like, brain stuff.
Yeah. Brain stuff.
I don't know the correct term, okay?
Neurology.
Neurology. Like, can you give us an answer about that? Because I'm, like, interested to know, like...
Me too.
How does that work?
Because it's like, I remember when Aaron Hernandez and that whole situation happened, and then they actually studied his brain to find out that he did have CTE and some other stuff that was going on. It's like, okay, I mean, that doesn't make it right.
Right,
but
sure.
I guess it maybe helped his family get some answers, like, oh, that makes sense as to why when he was 10 he did this, and why when he was 12 he did that, like, whatever. So child, I don't know, but that is ridiculous, and
wow.
Whatever. Like, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
I sure hope not.
It's never gonna work. What else is not gonna work is Donald Trump escaping a courtroom. So, Special Counsel Jack Smith has actually filed more federal charges against Donald Trump when it comes to this January 6th insurrection.
I love it.
This has been crazy. I'm sorry. In his election interference, not January 6th.
Okay.
Forgive me for that. Okay. Special Counsel Jack Smith has charged former President Donald Trump in a superseding indictment in his federal election interference case that charges him with the same offenses in the original indictment, but is adjusted to the Supreme Court's recent presidential immunity ruling. So remember a couple months back, the Supreme Court ruled that he could actually evade consequences due to his and so that was actually prompting, they were actually kind of getting on Jack Smith, like, basically like, nah, you can't get me. He was like, but I can. So so Trump, last August, he pleaded not guilty to federal charges of undertaking a criminal scheme to overtake the results in the 2020 election to remain in power. Last month, that was just last month? Wow.
Some shit with him. That's why.
Jesus Christ. I felt like that was like in April sometime.
There's always some shit with him. That's why I feel like it was just last month.
Crazy.
Right.
The U.S. Supreme Court ruled that Trump is entitled to immunity from criminal prosecution for official acts undertaken while in office and sent the case back to the trial court to sort out which charges against him can stand. So in a separate filing, Smith said he does not oppose waiving Trump's appearance for an arraignment on the superseding indictment. While the original indictment laid out 5 ways that Trump allegedly obstructed the function of the federal government, I'm going to list them: having state election officials change electoral votes, arranging fraudulent slates of electors, using the Department of Justice to conduct sham investigations, enlisting the vice president to instruct the certification of the election, and exploiting the chaos of the January 6th riot, the new indictment removes mention of his use of the Department of Justice, which was explicitly mentioned in the Supreme Court's ruling as falling within his official duties. Okay, so remember how Donald Trump in Project 2025 that he said that he actually wanted to get rid of the Department of Justice?
Yes.
So literally what this is saying is that you had the right to do that, because you are the president of the United States. So the Department of Justice actually works for you.
Right.
So, but everything else still stands.
Right.
So what the Supreme Court justice did really doesn't matter.
Oh, shit.
If you think about it, he only has limited immunity when it comes to that. But everything else, you literally were in, like we talked about last week, you wanted to have a president. Well, he didn't, but those January 6th rioters, because of what you said and what you did, enticed them to prompt physical violence against former Vice President Mike Pence.
Yeah. Damn. So he is a chance that he could still be...
Absolutely. While the original indictment mentions the Department of Justice on over 30 occasions, the new indictment makes no mention of the DOJ. It also reframes a portion of the original indictment outlining that Trump allegedly knew his claims of election fraud were false. I mean...
Of course he knew.
Of course he knew. It's a lot here.
He's such a bitch.
It's a lot here. Yeah. The new indictment is 36 pages, while the original indictment was 45.
Okay.
So it's not, too much of a... yeah.
So I'm sure his team's going to try to find another roundabout way to do some bullshit.
What I think is happening is... What I feel is happening is that I think that the federal government knows that it's a very big chance that Kamala Harris is going to win... is going to win the Oval Office. So it's we need to make sure that once this election takes place, the next thing that we have to deal with is getting Donald Trump up out of here, permanently. You know
what would be fire?
What?
If Kamala gets elected and one of her first 100, you know how they be what are you going to do in your first
100 days? Yeah.
Get that nigga arrested.
Lock him up.
Lock his ass up. Go back into those
love
prosecutor roots real quick.
I would love it.
Oh my God.
I would love that.
I would bust a nut.
Actually, I would I don't need Christmas break. Let me get some stuff together while we're, y'all make sure y'all handle the inauguration.
Yes.
I'll be over here getting this shit together.
Oh my God. I would literally.
She wouldn't be able to do that though.
She can put a bug in somebody's ear. I know she got prosecutor friends.
Girl, I actually think that is what's happening right now. I really feel like
he cannot get back in office.
I don't, you know what? I'm being optimistic, but I'm, not to its full degree. I just don't think that it will happen. I really don't.
I hope not.
I really don't think he's gonna.
I just cannot deal. I can't.
Yeah. I think this is very, very interesting.
Damn.
Very, very interesting. Wait, there's something else I want to read. The new indictment also removes key allegations about Trump's refusal to act as rioters stormed the Capitol.
It removes it? You see that?
It says it removes the key allegations about his refusal. The new indictment no longer includes allegations that Trump refused... Wait, let me read this very carefully. The new indictment no longer includes allegations that Trump refused advisors' requests to send a message calling off rioters and that Trump later refused to withdraw his objections in the certification despite the plea of his White House counsel. So... Wait.
That won't be a part of the indictment. That's not a part of the indictment. Yeah.
I'm wondering why.
I wonder why too.
I wonder if they're going to get him on a separate. I'm wondering if that's going to be something different because, I mean, how many people have to tell you that happened? You got a whole team of people that like pled guilty that said that actually happened.
I wonder if he could, because I know, wasn't he like on True Social or something, live tweeting about like.
Yes, actually. Yeah, he actually was going off on a tangent about these new allegations. I saved them because I thought it was hilarious. Because he's literally spiraling. Mm-hmm. He is literally spiraling out of control right after there they go. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see. Right after the indictment was announced. Oh, let me go back. Persecution of a political opponent. In an effort to resurrect a dead witch hunt in Washington, D.C., in an act of desperation and in order to save face, the illegally appointed special counsel, deranged Jack Smith, has brought a ridiculous new indictment against me, which has all the problems of the old indictment and should be dismissed immediately. His Florida document hoax case has been completely dismissed. This is merely an attempt to interfere with the election and distract the American people from the catastrophes Kamala Harris has inflicted on our nation, like the border invasion, migrant crime, rampant inflation, the threat of World War III, and more.
What?
He literally spiraling out of control. Like, look at all this. I'm not even reading all of this.
He's like got paragraphs and paragraphs.
Yeah.
Just running his damn mouth.
Yeah. Craziness.
Yeah, I want him arrested.
Craziness.
And I want him under the jail.
We need him arrested and under the jail so that we don't have to deal with his very weird campaign speeches. Mm-hmm. So, oh my God. This random, I'm so mad that this is even on my thing. Child.
Here we go.
He literally is promoting these new, like, collection Trump cards. Mm-hmm. And he put out this very odd campaign video. And I just...
Ready?
No.
Okay.
Is your favorite president, Donald J. Trump, with some very exciting news. By popular demand, I'm doing a new series of Trump digital trading cards. You all know what they are. We've had a lot of fun with them. It's called the America First Collection. 50 all-new stunning digital trading cards. It's really something. These cards show me dancing and even me holding some Bitcoins. Here's the best part. I'm doing great things for my Trump digital card collectors. First, there's the real physical Trump cards. Purchase 15 or more of my Trump digital trading cards and we'll mail you a beautiful physical trading card. It's really, I think, quite something. Each physical trading card has an authentic piece of my suit that I wore for the presidential debate, and people are calling it the knockout suit. I don't know about that, but that's what they're calling it. So we'll cut up the knockout suit, and you're going to get a piece of it, and we'll be randomly autographing 5 of them, a true collector's item. This is something to give your family, your kids, your grandchildren. Number 2 is to purchase 75 of my Trump digital trading cards, and you will also be invited to join me for a gala dinner at my beautiful country club in Jupiter, Florida. We really have tremendous dinners with my collectors. Have a lot of fun together. We're going to have a good time. I'm keeping my Trump digital trading cards at the same price of $99 each. We've done that right from the beginning. So go to collecttrumpcards.com. It's really easy to buy. You just need an email address and a credit card or crypto. You know, they call me the crypto president. I don't know if that's true or not, but a lot of people are saying that. So don't miss out. Go to collecttrumpcards.com. Go right now and collect your piece of American history. Let's have fun together and enjoy my Trump cards. We're going to have a lot of fun. We'll be talking about it for a long time. Thank you very much. Have a good time.
Let the fight begin.
Okay, let me tell y'all something.
That's enough.
Let me tell y'all something.
That's enough. I didn't know about that end part. I didn't know about that damn end part. I'm pissed off. I am pissed off. I'm heated.
Okay.
This nigga is a psychotic.
So something I was really interested in watching during the DNC every night was the former Trumpers who talked about how they lost so much money because they were buying really weird like paraphernalia like Trump cards or whatnot. And let's be clear, okay? He's saying if you buy 15 of his digital Trump cards, you get what?
You get a piece of his suit.
Yes. Now the cards are $99. And then he says if you buy 75 of my digital cards, I'll bring you out to dinner. Now, he's calling them like collector's items, but people don't realize that he is using that money to fund his campaigns. He's going to all these rallies. He's doing all these rallies. He's been doing these rallies nonstop for the last 8 years, it seems like. Like, he is using this money to fund his campaign. And so you, as a person who supports him, is sending this man money. You're getting digital Trump cards, which you're fucking stupid. You're spending $100 on a digital Trump card. In this economy, are you on crack? You're on drugs.
Here, hold on, because I literally hit.
Uh-huh.
Oh, God, I don't even want this shit on my thing.
You should have pulled it up under a private browser, friend.
Oh, I should have. But it's okay. I'm going to get rid, like, buy 75 or 250 digital trading cards, and you'll get dinner with the president and a piece of his suit from his famous debate. The $250 card gets you 2 tickets to the dinner and 2 tickets to the cocktail reception, plus 2 physical cards. What is this, Pokemon? What kind of shit? What is this?
This is the weirdest shit I've ever seen in my life. It doesn't make any sense to me. Let me just, because you know I'm not bad at math. Let's do 250 times 99.
It's the physical suit part for me.
Hold on, calculator. 250 times 99.
Look.
Shit,
Actually,
I messed up.
I'm sorry.
Hold on. 250. I know how to use a calculator. Times 99.
I know some of these words.
$24,750. If you buy 250 digital cards, that dinner and all that shit you get will not be worth it.
But to do what with these cards? This is my thing. What am I doing with these cards?
They're memorabilia.
Like,
They're collector's
They're
items.
literally showing you how they will cut a piece of the suit and will glue it there.
I know y'all don't. They're going to go to Joann's, buy a bunch of dark blue fabric, and that's going to be the end of it. They're not cutting up that suit.
Right. Example, this is a physical card in its display case from the previous mugshot edition
Get me
that
the
had
fuck outta
that had the suit and tie from his fucking mugshot.
Sherelle, I want to go home. I actually don't want to do the episode.
You have got to be kidding me.
I actually don't want to do the episode no more.
This is, oh my God.
You can buy NFTs. You can use NFTs to buy them.
I don't even want that shit on my thing anymore. Like,
at this point, I don't feel sorry for these people. I never felt sorry for them.
ever.
When they was getting COVID and dying.
Damn.
Yeah, no, I'm going all the way in. Because he was literally telling y'all to drink bleach.
Telling y'all to drink bleach.
And if you believe that, you deserve what you get. If you follow in the shoes of racism and hate and divisiveness, you get what you get for what you get. And I don't feel bad.
That makes I've never seen. The crazy part, like, I actually liked it on Twitter, and I started watching, and I couldn't even get through it. Mm-hmm. I got through like 25 seconds, and I was like, I can't do this.
I thought it was fake until we went through it. It's real, y'all. I was like, maybe this is AI. No, this is actually real. It's real.
This is horrid. Horrid. But nothing more horrid than this clip that Sis sent to me about a store in Virginia, of all places. It is a Confederate Trump store, and it is owned by 2 black people who are very, very proud Trump supporters.
Okay.
We just gonna let y'all watch it.
Every woman ought to have one of these. It's one of those things that when people see one, then they want one. Same thing with the Confederate hat. You know why? Because people don't think you have the nerve to do it.
Joanne Price runs a Trump store in Christiansburg, Virginia. When Joe Biden announced he wouldn't run for president again, was there any part of you who felt a pull to vote for Harris?
No, absolutely not. I would not vote for either one of them. I would not vote Democrat ticket, no way.
This is a white privilege card. And this is just a play. It just says this card trumps everything, and it gives the barrier happiness and success because of the color of the skin.
And who buys that?
White people.
Okay.
It's funny.
And then when you give it to a state trooper, he'll let you go. Won't write you a ticket.
You think so?
I've experienced it. Yeah.
Wait, really?
And then he said, okay, he laughed at it and gave it back to me and did not write me a ticket.
This actually happened at least once elsewhere. In 2022, a woman claimed Alaska police let her go without a ticket when she flashed a white privilege card instead of a driver's license.
It's humorous to us, you know. It really is. It's humorous to the average American that here.
The 2-to-1, he was a Republican too.
Trump has been working to appeal to black voters, and polls showed some success when Biden was still in the race, but have since gone down. The Trump campaign this year has made a big effort to reach out to black voters. What do you think of their efforts?
I think their efforts are succeeding tremendously. All the things that have happened to President Trump, the attacks on him, have done nothing more than strengthen black people's connection to him. Because now he's someone who is the target of a struggle, and they have always felt that they've been a target. I did prison ministries for 5 years, so, you know, if you're a convicted felon and then somebody else is a convicted felon, there's a camaraderie there.
Donald Trump attacked Kamala Harris, questioning her racial identity. She's black.
Promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black.
He's acknowledged his commentary has provoked mixed reactions. Price is just one person and not a swing voter. But we were curious what she made of his comments, given that she's a black woman and fervent Trump supporter and former local Republican Party chair. How do you make sense of how Trump talks about Vice President Kamala Harris? That he sort of suggests that he doesn't understand her biracial background, that first she was Indian and then she was black. What do
I
you
don't
make
understand
of that?
it either. She's Indian and she's Jamaican.
Yeah.
Is she black?
I mean, do you not think she's black?
Is she? Was she born here?
Yes.
Yes. Were her parents citizens? No.
Okay. But we have birthright citizenship in America.
Mm-hmm. We call that anchor.
People can't immigrate here and not be citizens but have green cards and work permits.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. However, she can claim to be black because of her Jamaican father. You know, that's her right. We're a melting pot, you know, because I basically have a combination in my family as well.
How do you reconcile that? Like, you have a history of blended families in your family. How do you reconcile that with Trump seeming to not understand how Kamala Harris could have a blended family herself?
She could have a blended family. What I'm saying is his comments about that, I think he's making a point. And, you know, I'm not so disturbed by that.
But what is the point he's making?
The point he's making simply is that she is not a black person.
There were some mixed views on the idea of a woman president. What do you think about Kamala Harris?
Kamala Harris, may I say this, and hopefully that you ladies won't get offended. But because of what happened in the Garden of Eden, there will never be an elected woman, whether she's black or white, that would occupy the White House that God would ever stand behind.
I'm not sure America's quite ready for female leadership. It would be wonderful to have a female president if and when one arises that has conservative values that are going to lead the nation in prosperity.
Did Joe Biden dropping out change your view of the election at all?
Oh, it surely did. I think she's going to be worse than Joe. I just don't think she has the experience. I think she was only chosen because she was a woman.
He has been mocked, scrutinized, slandered, dragged into court. This man is still standing, and he's standing strong because he knows that he was chosen. He's our David.
I know y'all watched that and probably had the same reaction I had when I first saw it last week, which is I would never trust a black woman whose edges look like that, first of all. She walk around like that, she is not a trustworthy black woman. The dye job is shit. She look like she been hanging around white women who don't dye. They when their roots start to grow out, that's what she look like. It's giving me very much Candace Owens right now. Yeah. Sis?
I have a headache.
Yeah. Yeah. That's accurate.
Like from start to finish. And just like we gave props to Garrison Hayes, I'm going to give props to this woman for her professionalism. Because
there's a reason it was a white woman in there, not a black woman, probably. Or a regular black person.
Regardless, anybody who had to do that story, like, kudos to their professionalism, because there's just no way in hell. Just what?
You know, the thing that really took me aback was the way she was asking, like, is she black?
Yeah.
Like, that was wild to me.
Weird as fuck.
That's wild to me.
Everything about that, I have really bad eye gook right now. Everything about that video, especially when they pulled out the privilege card.
Yeah.
And then the dark-skinned black man gonna say with his whole chest that I've seen it. I've seen it happen.
I did it.
I did it. I pulled it out and a cop just laughed.
I don't believe that shit for 1 minute.
Like,
I don't believe it.
First of all, shame on that cop, because I would have locked you up. Like, you need to be locked up.
I'm gonna show what we do to your car.
Why are you, seriously, because why are you walking around with that? Why are you driving around with that?
Wait, did you see? The clip had a black one.
Yeah, so like
it said 100% oppressed. Yeah.
Why are you selling that to people? I don't care like what color they are. Why are you selling that stuff to people? And then my thing when it comes to like this whole a woman in leadership. First of all, you sitting here talking about the Garden of Eden when politics wasn't even a thing. Yes. Do we all want to fight Eve when we get to heaven because we have periods because of her? Absolutely. She's the first person that I need to throw hands with. But for just in general, this whole consensus that a woman is not, the country's not ready for a woman to be president. My only question to people is why? Like, what else does Kamala Harris, Hillary Clinton, Sherelle and Sierra have to do in order to prove that we can do this and probably better? Like all these men that have led the country over the past, I don't know, how many years?
5.
Started wars, racism, crime, genocide, all these things.
Yes. Slavery.
All these things that have happened in the history of this country, theft, stolen land.
Ooh, that's the one right there. Stolen land.
Stolen land. But for some reason you think that, I just don't think that she would do a good job.
And he contradicted himself because the person that owns the store is a woman.
This is what I'm saying.
Get me out of here.
And you know what's crazy, sis? You just touched on something. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of male employees that have women bosses that probably feel the same way. And I don't understand what it is about men, and I'll never understand this. I don't think it's meant for people to understand. I really don't think I don't really think the human sex system is supposed to understand it. I really don't. Because I'm not understanding what is the difference between a man running the country or a business versus a woman running a business, or a non-binary person. What is the difference?
I mean, obviously that goes into the sexism of everything, and the women are way too emotional.
Are you kidding me? Have you seen all these podcasts? Have you watched the Joe Budden podcast? This nigga yelling?
Yes, that nigga is emotional.
But it's us?
Yeah, those niggas are emotional. I for one, and this is just me, I'm just past the point of women having to prove themselves. And I'm at a point where I'm just like, I just want to see the women do the damn thing.
It's exhausting.
I just want to see women do the damn thing, and that is the proof. I don't want women to feel like they have to do something to prove a point. Fuck your point. Your point.
Seriously.
Your point can kiss my ass.
We watched, I know the NFL season is getting ready to start, and I'm seeing how the NFL is promoting, women's flag football and all these different things, and it's like, granted, I don't know if y'all be able to take on one of these offensive linemen. I don't know about that.
Right.
But maybe you can. What's wrong with just putting them in there and seeing what actually happens? The NFL is not, the National Men's Football League.
Oh shit, you're right.
It's just the National Football League.
Well, they would have to make a WNFL.
Yeah, WNFL. I mean, they're actually wearing uniforms, on underwear and freaking bras.
Oh, like that XFL shit?
Correct.
Oh my God, what a mess.
I'm with you, sis. I'm kind of over just having to prove, and just in across the board, politics and the workforce and dating and everything. It's always us that have to prove what it is that we can do.
Yeah.
What can you bring to the table?
It's like, some of you niggas aren't that impressive either. How about you prove something to me?
Some of y'all are TV tables, okay? It's not.
That's the shaky one too.
Right. The one at your grandma's house that you keep in the basement.
A screw fell out somewhere.
And she just won't get rid of.
Yeah, because it's a good one. It still works sometimes.
It don't work. It don't work. You don't want to put a heavy plate on there. But I don't know, that whole situation, that whole store in Christiansburg, I thought the town name was very ironic.
I mean, it's Virginia.
You're absolutely right. I would be very curious to ask them what they felt about Charlottesville. What did you think of Charlottesville? Did you think it was right for those men with tiki torches to walk across a public college campus? I can just imagine the students on those campuses like, what the? I'm just trying to go to class.
Like, why y'all doing this here?
I'm just trying to go to the caf, and the Jews will not replace us.
That's crazy.
What?
That is crazy.
That shit is wild.
Wild.
And I just think that I'm praying. I really am praying that all that type of rhetoric goes away.
Yeah.
Collection cards, Confederate bathing suits, Trump with a picture of Jesus touching his hand.
So bizarre.
It is weird.
It's very weird. It's not normal. And it's definitely a cult. They don't think they're in a cult, but it is a cult. It's cult shit.
And people would really be like, well, people were doing that with Obama. Excuse me.
Not to this extent.
No way.
No. We wear a cute little Obama t-shirt.
Your grandma does not have a picture of Obama sitting in the Oval Office on the phone with Jesus touching his hoe.
Yeah.
Your grandma does not have that photo in her living room. She has a picture of Obama, but that's it. Yes, t-shirts and baseball caps and pins and stuff like that. But Obama's mugshot is not on an actual mug? Like, what?
This shit's weird, man.
It's very weird. I just don't understand it.
I hate it. I actually hate it.
I feel bad for those people. I feel bad for that woman. I hope that she's okay. Once again, the brain.
I don't feel bad for him.
I don't feel, well, okay.
No, you should feel your feelings are valid, but I'm saying me as a person, I don't feel bad for those people because
I'm concerned. Like, what is going on here?
You play stupid games, you will win stupid prizes.
Like, is she black? Yes.
Oh, that was crazy.
So the thing,
she's not black.
So, and to your point about who they selected, because I feel like a black reporter would have been like, so what are you?
Yeah.
If Kamala Harris,
because that's what I wanted to know.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you're light.
Right. So if Kamala Harris doesn't qualify as black,
right?
What are you? Like, and she kind of like, she didn't say it, but she was just like,
alluding to this.
There's, in my family. Okay, so like let's stop there.
Yes.
Within your family, because it's giving you got some white ancestry going on here.
Yes.
So do you identify as a black woman?
Mm-hmm.
Well, my father's from Haiti. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. That whole video was ominous. It was weird. It was weird. The vibes were weird. The vibes are off. It's very strange.
Very odd.
Yeah.
Joe is a hoe. Like, who buys this? I want to know.
That it said the hoe gotta go. Yeah, it said that hoe gotta go.
Who buys stuff like that?
Racist people and cult members. They out there.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, Jesus.
What we got next, sis?
That's it for the political section. I mean, I guess if you want to call that political.
It's still political.
It's on the cusp. Mm-hmm. Like, those people are on the cusp.
Niggas are they right. They all the way on the right.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, like, off the cliff.
Yeah.
Like, just going. Just, you're out there.
I hate it.
Oh, my God. Well, honestly, last but certainly not least, I don't know if you guys have been on social media for the last couple of days, but an episode of the Cam Newton podcast went viral when he had Dr. Brian, who is a psychologist, on the show.
I have a clip.
To talk about his family, lifestyle type situation.
I don't know. What was that about?
And things got a little indifferent, I guess.
Somebody's delusional, and it wasn't the therapist.
Absolutely
I'll
not.
tell you that damn
It wasn't
much.
her. She was not.
A lot of people see my situation and not think that I'm not high functioning.
What situation?
Okay, so I'm not married. I have beautiful children.
How many?
8.
By how many women?
3. And this is the kicker. I want more.
By multiple women? What's the intent of this then? Or by your wife?
I just want God to bring them.
Oh, okay.
My desire to get married is lower than my fear of divorce. So, as you had said, Dr. Brian, you said it, I didn't say it, I will agree. I'm just taking my time.
You're not taking your time.
I am, though.
You're being very action-based. You're not taking your time.
I'm taking my time.
You're being very action-based. You have 8 kids with 3 different women.
Yes.
You are creating, procreating, and multiplying. That is not taking your time. You're being very selectively active. Okay? So you're creating, and disclaimer, the kids are innocent, they are beautiful and amazing. Anything I say has nothing to do with them babies. But you are proactively choosing where you want to be active at and where you want to take your time. You want to take your time in having a wife because of your own fears. But you will, and I say this with all respect and love, what I'm about to say next, okay, Cam? But you will selfishly create broken families, even if you're in their life and you're a proactive father, and I believe you're an amazing daddy. I can only imagine with just your presence and knowing you. But these families are still broken. Every child cannot have Papa in the house with them. So some child, if not all, will end up with some kind of deficit without daddy being there. Now, you chose to do that. I'm not saying you sat there and woke up one morning and said, I want to be selfish today, so I'm going to go make a baby. Not saying that at all. But those are selfish acts at the expense of your fear. And yeah, that is a low functioning behavior. To say that I'm going to build these houses and put kids and these beautiful women and kids in them, but I ain't going to create a home in them. I'm going to wait till I dissipate my fear to find a wife where I'm still going to be fearful with, because there's no such thing as not having some type of nerve or some type of feeling behind marrying somebody. And then I'm going to build a home with her while all these other beautiful babies have houses. That's completely unfair and that's selfish. And so, yes, you're taking your time in this department, but you're not taking your time in this department, which means you're compartmentalizing. And compartmentalizing never works. Compartmentalizing hurts everybody involved. Everybody who's in this box and that box and this box and that box and this box. And then here you go over here trying to figure out what box you're going to feed or entertain or do. Then you're looking outside to figure out who's your next victim to put in the box. It's unhealthy.
Sis, I'm gonna let you go first. I'm still trying to beat the misandrous allegations, if you don't mind.
So I think I have a little bit of psychic-ism going on here.
Okay.
So that went viral on like Saturday or Friday evening. I went and got my hair braided on Friday. And this was the first time that I actually watched Cam Newton's podcast. I didn't watch that particular episode, but I watched the whole episode with Kirk Franklin, and I watched the whole episode with DC Young Fly.
Okay, yeah.
Very interesting conversations. I actually do think Cam Newton has the ability to kind of be where Shannon Sharp is.
Okay.
I actually do think that he could. I'm actually a fan of the show.
Okay.
And he was talking to DC Young Fly about many different things. And of course, with DC Young Fly being a single father now, unfortunately with his child's mother passing away, things like that, they kind of started talking about fatherhood. I had no clue that Cam Newton had 8 kids. I did not know that.
Yeah.
So when he was talking about it, there was she was finishing up my hair, and there was another young lady that was getting ready to get started. And when he said, I said, wait, did he say 8 kids? And it was like, yeah, girl, da, da, da. I said, that's very irresponsible of him.
Yeah.
And I guess I offended the young lady. That's what I tweeted that the other day.
The one who was about to get her hair done? Ooh.
I guess I offended the young lady because she turned to me and said, well, my mom had 10 kids. And I said, okay, I mean, that's a choice. I still think that it's very irresponsible.
Right.
I didn't ask if it was all by the same man or regardless of the situation. I think that's very irresponsible.
Right.
Saturday morning, I get up and see that, and I said, wow. I just said that.
Yeah.
I just said that. And I said the same thing when, I think I said if we could, I don't know how we would find the clip, when Nick Cannon was procreating all over the world.
Yeah.
Now, I think we were talking about when Chelsea was coming on Selling Sunset, was coming for one of his baby mamas.
Okay.
And I was like, girl, I don't really think that's any of your business.
Yes.
But I got what Chelsea was saying.
Oh, for sure.
Because I felt the same, like Nick, come on now.
That's crazy.
And I feel the same way about Cam Newton. But I feel like there's a lot of men out there that, and what he said to DC Young Fly in the episode, he was just like, my lifestyle and the things that I do and da-da-da-da-da. My man's, that can change.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with just having a family, a home. Like, granted, and to her point, so like, yeah, you're gonna have, so one day you are gonna snap up out of this, whenever that is, 50, 55 or whatever. Ooh. And you're gonna, like Kevin Samuels used to say, I'm sorry. And you're gonna all of a sudden, oh, this is the love of my life.
I had to go back around one more time. Oh my God.
This is the love of my life. I want to settle down with this woman. Then you want to give her more kids. And then you'll go through this whole thing of now your kids are going to be like, well, why you ain't do that with my mama? Why you ain't do that with my mama? Why you ain't do that with my mama? And you're going to have to say to those kids, I had a fear of divorce. And they're going to look at you. Wasn't grandma and grandpa married for 30-something years? Now, granted, we don't know his parents' situation because longevity doesn't equal happiness. That's number one. But I just thought that was so, I just thought what he said was a little
immature.
Yeah. I do actually think that. Like, I do also understand that there are men who just, I don't want to get married. I just want to have kids and blah, 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 blah. But what got me with this is the fact that and I want more.
He was proud. That whole statement in the front, in the beginning, he was so proud.
He just had a baby. Damn. That young woman, she's a comedian.
The jazzy girl?
Correct.
That's packing his bag, unpacking his bag.
Yeah. Yeah. You just had a baby. So I mean, again, we don't know his situations with these young ladies, but if I was I'd be like, you want more? Like I'm still waiting on my check from the last kid.
Nigga. And God forbid, right, one of those mothers passes away. That means he has to take on sole custody.
Correct.
And we don't know if he has the wherewithal or the know-how or knowledge to be a full-time parent.
Yeah.
Because what it sounds like is that, and I think a lot of men were also like talking on, like I saw a clip of it on TikTok of people like taking screenshots, but I don't know where they got the original tweet from.
Yeah.
But there were men saying about like, why are men being offended by it? And, I guess at some point in the episode, he says, well, I'm a good dad because I provide or whatever. And it's like they're offended by that because to a lot of men, it means that if you say I'm not a good dad, that means I'm not providing. But there are so many other ways to show up as a father besides providing money. And I think sometimes there are men who get that confused and you think it's all about money and really when it's just your time. Like my brother spends so much time with his son, my nephew. They are like thick as thieves. You know what I'm saying?
They are adorable.
So, and there's nothing that my brother could buy my nephew that would be more important than the time that he spends with him.
I say that all the time when it comes to Nick Cannon. It's like you want to have 10, 12 kids, but like what happens on Christmas? What happens on their birthday? What happens on Easter? What happens? What happens when all that, when that goes on? Like there's no way that you're spending Father's Day with all these kids. You know what I'm saying? And he has admitted that I do see my kids on, but it's only for like an hour. Yeah. It's only for an hour, or you got to get all the kids together. What happens if the baby mama's got issues and all that stuff like that? You got to deal with all that instead of just being in one spot.
Because even think about this. Think about the time they spent sitting there recording that podcast.
Right.
You could have been with some of your kids right then and there.
Right.
Like,
correct.
Like, while you are surely, this is one of my favorite quotes, while you are surely exceeding in one thing, you are absolutely failing in another. And it's like, you need to take inventory of like what's really going on in your life. So with that being said, I came across this clip on TikTok. TikTok be my spot. I'm not gonna be judging me, but sometimes niggas be eating.
No, they really do. Sometimes you be like, damn.
And this young man came, I was like, ooh. This young man came across my timeline and he was kind of like, just expressing basically what it was like for him to kind of get out of that spot of a way of thinking the way like Nick Cannon and Cam Newton thinks. So here we go.
If it's anything we as black men should take away from that interview with Cam Newton and Nick Cannon, dog, go to therapy. Brother, go to therapy, man. Unpack that trauma, because we all got it. Me personally, I got played and cheated on in one of my prior relationships, and I was so low, I had no choice but to go to therapy. And in one of my sessions, I'm talking to my therapist like, yeah, bro, I can't believe she would do me like that. You know what I'm saying? I would have done everything for this girl. I was a great boyfriend, da-da-da-da. And he's sitting there smirking like, so you thought you was going to manipulate all them women and God was just going to bless you with the love of your life? Whoa, hold on, doc. I said, hold on, I ain't no manipulator. I ain't lie to nobody to get what I wanted. He said, nah, you ain't got to be a lie to be a manipulator. You was a manipulator in the sense of you purposely prayed, because I know that word triggered a lot of y'all niggas. I purposely preyed on women that I knew wanted more than what I was willing to give, so they'd accept whatever the fuck I gave them. Because I'd tell them the truth, like, shut up, I just want to fuck. But in essence, I was using that honesty to hide behind the fact that I was a shitty-ass nigga. And so after I get what I wanted and I leave and she over there crying, I can hide behind the fact that I told the truth. I was an honest man, but I wasn't a righteous man. And he who pursues righteousness and love and devotion finds life, righteousness, and honor. But as I'm doing this bullshit to all these women, being deceitful to all these women over and over again, what the fuck you think you're gonna attract? He like, yeah, little bro, you taking your ex cheating on you a little too personal. Just because you a great boyfriend now, God ain't forget about that bullshit you did. He just walked you right into your karma. Oh, and he ain't stopped there. He said, nigga, you done been with all these women and you still not fulfilled. An insecure man feeds his ego from attention from multiple women. You can't commit to one person, but you got loyalty tatted on you, nigga, you broken. Boy, I seen a nigga office rated up 5, boy. On God. Boy, that nigga just read me like a book. And I seen a lot of niggas getting defensive, like, oh, Cam Newton, Nick Cannon, they don't represent all black men. In a sense, they do, because as black men, we are privileged in the sense of attracting women. You know what I'm saying? By all cultures, we are fetishized, we idolized, we expected to be great in bed because of our athletic builds or our anatomy. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, boy, we winning. And I ain't saying y'all got to compare yourself to Cam Newton and Nick Cannon, but when watching that interview, look at yourself in the mirror and reflect on the shit that you done fucked up on. So if anything, shout out to Nick Cannon, shout out to Cam Newton for using yourselves as a vessel. Like, y'all know how many niggas y'all helping just by, you know what I'm saying, showing these conversations. Because these are conversations that need to be showed. These are conversations that everybody need to have. And even though you can't change shit from the past, bro, you can embrace it. You can embrace it by being a better man today. You know what I'm saying? Being more aware to this shit. Acknowledging when you fucking up. Taking accountability for your fuck ups. And just working to be better as a person.
That young man ate down.
First of all, his skin was amazing.
Kind of cute.
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
Yeah. And he went to therapy?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure his DM's probably blowing up after that video.
For sure.
Pretty sure of it.
Almost certain of it.
I don't really have much to say. I think
I have something to say.
Okay.
I think he touched on something that also should be noted, which is like the I always fuck up with this word.
Fetishization.
The fetishization of black men, and I think how that feeds into the black male ego.
Oh.
I just want to say, I'm not saying he said that. I'm not a misandrist, okay? But the
fetishization
of the of black men and their anatomy and how that feeds into the black male ego, and how I think there are a lot of like combative arguments that we have within our community because of that. Like, I want black men again to be aware of how that can ruin your relationships. How you end up thinking that it's cool to have 8 kids and 3 baby mamas and no wife,
and all the women look the same.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like that's something else he touched on with DC Unfly, which I thought was very interesting. But go ahead.
Yeah, but that's all I just wanted to say. Make sure you know the ego is a powerful thing. The ego is a very powerful thing.
It is.
And sometimes I understand you want to feed it, but it's also like, just take inventory. You know, think logically. For real. Mm-hmm. That's all I gotta say.
I agree. I'm gonna say this because I had a conversation with Brandon about it, and y'all about to be mad at me, ladies, but y'all are not victims in situations like this.
Oh.
Like, I need y'all to understand, like, this is not me just completely shutting Nick Cannon, Cam Newton, the nigga up the street down, because it's not just famous niggas, it's like this.
Right.
There are people, there are real men in real life that are broke as a joke and out here with 5 kids, but, 3 different baby mamas, okay? So women, ladies, y'all are not completely what's the word I'm looking for? Absolved from the, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all need to do better.
Yeah.
You need to do better. You know that this man already got 2 kids by, whoever, and like, here you go again doing it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, some men don't tell you though.
Some men don't tell you, but the ones that do.
Yeah, the ones that do.
Like, if they don't know, that's one. If you don't know, that's one thing.
Right.
But if a man tell you straight up and down, I got 3 kids, and you can tell, you hardly hear him talk about the kids. You hardly, when the next time you say, you don't ever see none of that. Like, that's the red flag is waving.
Yeah.
Don't think for one second that you're like, oh, well, I'll be the one to get the ring. I'll be the one. Will you?
There's a lot that goes into that though, because sometimes like they'll get pregnant, they'll be like, well, I want to keep the baby.
And that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, like,
I mean, if you can still get abortions in your city.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like,
it's not even funny, dog, but it's like,
it's like,
you still want to keep the baby with a nigga who got 8 kids? Seriously.
Right.
It's like,
so that's what I'm saying.
It's your first child, but it's his 9th. Like,
yeah, that's, oh God, my God, that's nasty. That is nasty. That is nasty work. And this is, in my opinion, that's just how I've like, I'm about to be a baby by my number 7. Like, no.
Don't say that shit out loud,
that
bitch.
man done been to 6 other baby showers.
That nigga's a whore.
That's crazy.
You about to get your first child to a whore ass nigga?
That's crazy. You have to explain to this. You have to explain to your child that they have 6 siblings.
Because I would be like, Mom, what was you thinking?
Why don't none of us look alike?
Yeah.
This is why. There's craziness. But basically, what I was just saying is, I'm not letting you ladies off the hook, because the ones that do know, now if you just didn't know, that's a different situation. But if you knew, you can't really complain.
Yeah.
That's my thing. It's like, if you knew and you're fine with it, you know, you got a lot of women out here that's like, well, I'm just here for the check. Like, okay, that's fine. Or, you know, it was a mistake. Okay, fine. But you can't complain about it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you don't never spend time with little Juju.
I guess the fuck not. He
Yeah.
got 9 other kids.
He has 9 other kids. Or every time you come see, you got to bring this other kid. Yeah, that's my kid. And it's my day.
Yeah. Ain't no way, dog. I'm sorry. No one should purposefully be signing
It's Tuesday,
up for
so your dad's coming.
that.
What?
Dad's coming. That's crazy.
What?
I gotta work my schedule around his schedule.
No.
Hell
Unacceptable.
No. Whose birthday? I gotta send y'all to different birthday parties. I gotta buy all these fucking kids gifts, and
That's
hopefully,
crazy.
hopefully get along with the baby mamas.
See, that's always been my thing. Like, I can't deal with baby mama drama. I just can't deal with it. Like, I really can't. It just seems so stressful and unnecessary.
My theory is, if the baby's under 5, he's still getting in between them thighs. Yeah. That's what I believe.
Why 5?
I don't know. It just seems.
It just rhymes?
It just rhymes.
I get that. I think I can stand with that. I get it. Because it's like, you know, like, oh yeah, my baby, like, you know, I just had like a first birthday. You shouldn't even be talking to nobody else.
Yo, that'd be crazy. They're like, yeah, I got a baby. They, you know, they 7 months. Nigga, why are you in my face?
Why are you talking to me?
You have a newborn to go take care of. You and that lady need to figure it out.
Figure it out.
I'm not the answer.
Girl.
I'm not Allen Iverson.
You know what?
Okay, that's it?
That's it.
That's it.
So, we actually do have a review.
We do.
Very interesting review. And I'm going to read it.
A beautiful review.
I mean, where is it? Let's see. So funny. It is labeled, oh wait, hold on. Go back up. Concerned Gen Z listener.
Oh, that wasn't the one I was talking about. But yes, go ahead.
Oh.
Yes.
So, dear Sierra and Sherelle, disclaimer, I'm not a writer, so please excuse me if my writing doesn't sound correct. I did read it over, though. I've been a faithful listener for about 2.5 years now and enjoy your podcast. I've been taught by you two to be more critical thinkers of what's on my ballot in my state city. I look at you two as my sisters, giving great advice and pointing us in the correct direction on politics. I listened to your most recent podcast regarding Gen Z, regarding the Gen Z generation, and I do have a few thoughts. Not all Gen Zers do not follow the crowd. I feel you ladies should be aware y'all got a Gen Z listening here because I value y'all opinions. And don't be calling us assholes. I have my own voice and I do not follow the crowd. I'm proud to vote for Kamala, so please be mindful. Y'all got some babies listening. Love y'all. Camilla.
Hey, Camilla.
Hey, Camilla.
Thank you for that.
I love it.
Did you respond to her?
I sure did. We had a very nice conversation. She was very open and honest about, you know, why she felt compelled to say that it's not just all Gen Z. And she's absolutely right. We did. And I think we did on the episode say it is not all Gen Zers. We totally get that. But I'm really glad that she took the time to, you know, just kind of like call us out. Maybe it's like, maybe we do need to be a little bit more courteous to those who are listening to us, you know, from boomers on down.
Yes.
So shout outs to you, Camilla.
Thank you, Camilla.
We love that. And literally, I think I literally responded and said, hold on, I'm going to tell you exactly what I said. I think I said I was counted as a 5-star review because, so this, we love it. We definitely said never would judge. I'm very proud that you have your own voice. So we love that. So shout out to Camilla from Cleveland, Ohio.
Camilla. Cleveland.
Yep,
Oh,
I asked. I was like, where is?
Come on, Cleveland.
Yeah. Love
Camilla,
that.
I appreciate that emailing.
For sure.
And see, you can also email like Camilla did, you know.
Love that. This how you know she's been listening in 2.5 years.
Period.
Love that.
No notes.
At all.
The other review we have is actually from Ashley.
Oh, yes. Please. Read it.
Ashley tagged us on Instagram, used the Instagram photo thing as a way to leave us 5-star review.
I love that.
So she wrote, 5-star review, my favorite podcast. She said, happy birthday week to y'all, Headwraps and Lipsticks. If it's politics and pop culture, I'm listening to Headwraps and Lipsticks hosted by the incredible and incomparable Sherelle B. and What Up CC. I love listening to the perspective of these women, and y'all need to get very hip. These are two I can't wait to see interviewing and covering the greats. They are fantastic journalists. Give them a follow and subscribe to their YouTube channel and leave them a motherfucking review.
Period. Period. Period.
Thank you, Ashley.
I loved it. I kind of teared up a little bit.
I love her.
I ain't gonna
Ashley
front.
is amazing. I love her. She's just a brilliant mind.
She is.
She's just a genius, and she's so beautiful.
Absolutely.
Yes. So,
absolutely.
Camilla, again, thank you for that. Thank you for your constructive criticism, because you know what? We learn too.
Exactly.
Okay, we are open to that, and that means a lot to us that that you felt comfortable enough to do that.
Yeah, for real.
No, for real.
I love that. I opened up the email. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, because some people, you'll email their podcast, and they be like, well, first of all, bitch. And you be like, wait a minute. Wait. That's not, this is a call in, not a call out.
Right. Like, what happened?
You know what I'm saying?
Child.
So much appreciated, Camilla. And thank you so much, Ashley, for the reviews.
Absolutely.
Now, for the rest of you.
Wait a minute. Ma'am.
Fine, I won't gaslight you.
We got two.
I won't gaslight you this week.
Be nice.
I'm going to do my best.
You're finding it?
I'm finding it. Yeah.
You're finding it?
Anyway, since I can't gaslight you, please be sure to follow us on all of our social medias. We're on Twitter at Headwrappod. We're on Instagram at Headwraps and Lipsticks. Check out our Facebook page, Headwraps and Lipsticks, the podcast. Go to our website, www.headwrapsandlipsticks.com, where we have crew necks and t-shirts that are not for sale, but on sale. You could be like Carlton, and send us $40 to the Cash App.
We had a good week.
Yes.
2 reviews, some Cash App deposits.
Listen.
I love this for us.
Yes.
Turn this song up.
All the way up.
All the way up.
The Cash App is $Headwrappod. If you don't remember, it's always in the description link below. Then lastly, we were on a bunch of streaming platforms: Spotify, SoundCloud, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. Yes. All right, sis.
Mm-hmm.
What's your joke?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How does the moon cut its hair?
Say what?
How does the moon cut its hair?
It gives it a buzz cut?
No.
I don't know how.
Eclipse it.
Okay.
Get it? Eclipse it?
We should have took this week off. Yeah. We should have took this week off. What the hell?
That is so funny. Eclipse it? That's funny.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that a lot. That was a good one.
All right, well.
Oh, God.
We'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
Bye.
Eclipse it. You